confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Jaguars going up against the Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now the rookie first-rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got him in, complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact.
And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 4. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, Roethlisberger. Looks running. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And now a first down following that long gain. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On third down, Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They keep it with Fournette on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Leonard Fournette. Room here to run. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Watch 81, watch 81.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go!
On play action, it's Dobbs. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Brad Nortman, in his 6th year in the league, on to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Out left side here to Bryant. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dewan Smoot in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he'll bang that one through. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Dobbs to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Fresh set of downs here. Here's Dobbs to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Back to throw Dobbs. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Bell. Pushing through the contact. They find some open field here. 24-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 45 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Bell. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Touchdown, Steelers! Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now Dobbs. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Dobbs. He spins free. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Again, it's Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Fournette. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Dobbs. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't find anyone open. Tucks it away. Takes off and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The pass complete to Justin Hunter. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Here's Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And an alley to run. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Dobbs is throwing. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now Fournette. Big hold to the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up. And then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. James Harrison in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On second down, Dobbs. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. As a quarterback, this is where you look for those instincts to really kick in and take over, right?
Yeah, you can't force it downfield because if you throw an interception here, the game could be over.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Underneath, this is Bernard. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
On the run, it's Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now Dobbs. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run with Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I think Jacksonville was hoping, but still it was a bit of a surprise to see Yannick Ngakoue last year. 2nd in the NFL among rookies in sacks. We just saw another one there.
Yeah, he had 8. Of course, last year a lot of the press going to Jalen Ramsey, Myles Jack, but Ngakoue continuing to put his thumbprint on this franchise. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have scored again to extend their lead a bit. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. 4 yards remaining now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Oh, good hurdle. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to... It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a first. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the program.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Dobbs now on second down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing here, Dobbs. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And Myers able to knock it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there in overtime, 53 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now what can Roethlisberger do here in overtime? Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack on 1st down there by the defense. And now it's 2nd down. Roethlisberger will throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to keep the game alive. And oh my goodness, he missed it. A relative chip shot here in overtime to try to tie things up, but he misses it, and as a result, this one's over. This was an excellent affair to witness, Charles, but there's always that part of you in the pit of the stomach when some guy has to be sort of the scapegoat, as they were here on the missed field goal. You just hate that, don't you?
A little bit of empathy there, right? That means that we still...
Yeah, pulling up with the crew. Oh my goodness.